Yo, so guys, welcome back to the UTR channel. It's your boy Reggie and I'll be your commentator for today. It's UTR 5s and in the squad we have Tolu, Thomas, Jamil, George, Bradley and Kane. Today's matches are friendly and I don't know the name of the team, so I'm just going to call them the opposition because they're the ops today. Let's get into it. The ops currently have the ball as this guy passed it to a teammate. I think the teammate's looking for the 1-2, but he's got that awfully wrong as they're still in possession of the ball. Jamil's applying pressure, he goes for the shot, but Bradley saves it. UTR have possession of the ball as Thomas gives the ball to George. George looks up to find Tolu. He gives the pass, but the pass is way off, but Tolu does a lovely piece of skill. He looks up to get the shot off, but he's dragged it and nothing comes of it. Opposition have the ball here as this player does a lovely piece of skill to get away from Thomas as he gives it to another teammate. Tolu's applying pressure, but he can't get near him. He passes it to again. It's away from Jamil. Thomas gets sucked in, he goes for the shot and it's a great finish. The opposition are currently on the ball as this player does a lovely piece of skill to get away from George. This guy now driving, he cuts in, stops, he looks forward, passes it to someone on the other side of the field. This guy has one thing in his mind to cut in, he goes for the shot, Bradley saved it, he has put Thomas through on goal, Thomas shoots and he scores and it's a finish. Opposition are back on the ball as this guy is going forward, he sees a teammate to his right and the pass is sloppy. The pass is a bit sloppy today, but this guy is still in possession of the ball, he passes it, it's been intercepted. UTR applying pressure, George is now through on goal all the time in the world and he's missed it. Opposition have the ball here, George is on top of the free kick, they're trying to get that 1-2 quickly but George reads it well, they still get a shot off but it's comfortable for Brad. The opposition are giving UTR a game as Thomas has the ball here, he looks up to find Jamil, Jamil now has it, Jamil starts again with Tolu, Tolu finds Thomas again, Thomas one-on-one with this player, he beats him, he gets that shot off, keeper saved it but it's creeped in. As you can see, Kane is on the field as Thomas is applying pressure. The opposition are trying to move the ball very well as they're still in possession of the ball here. This player tries to play him through but Bradley's read it well. Tolu's got a lovely piece of skill. He gets a shot off but it's been blocked. Thomas is the first to react and the first to get there. Gives the ball to Kane. Kane with a lovely piece of trickery. Tolu gets another shot off but it's been saved. You know what? I'm going to call this team Red FC because I just realised all of them are wearing red. Or should I call them the Red Devils? I don't know. But anyways, let's get back into play as UTR and Red FC are both going for it as Kane has the ball. He gives the ball to Thomas. Thomas looks up to find Tolu. Tolu one touch pass to Bradley who goes for the shot but it's been saved. Red FC have the ball now as they're moving the ball swiftly with one touch pass and this player tries to get it through but Tolu's there to intervene. Tolu taking his time, looks up, he finds Thomas. Thomas with a one touch pass to Bradley. Bradley's now given license to drive forward as he finds Kane. Kane gives it to Thomas. Thomas fakes it, goes with his left foot and what a finish. Red FC gets underway as the keeper rolls out. This player passes it to another teammate of his. He goes for that shot but Bradley's there to block it. UTR applying pressure as Kane goes charging towards the Red FC player who's protecting the ball very well. He does get it to a teammate. This teammate tries to cut in. Tolu reads it. Tolu has the ball now and it's... oh, that's not the last time you're going to see that from Tolu as Thomas gets a shot but it's been deflected. Kane and this player go at it as Kane leaves him on his bum. He's definitely been taking gym sessions from Tolu as Tolu now has the ball. He does return it back to Kane. Kane is now moving forward. He's one-on-one with this player. What can Kane do from here? Still in possession with the ball. Gives it back to Tolu. Tolu with first time pass to Thomas. Thomas back to Kane. Kane shoots. As you can see, UTR are rotating goalkeepers as Jamil rolls the ball out to Thomas. Thomas with a lovely piece of skill gets the shot off but the keepers read it well. And Red FC are back in possession of the ball as this guy kicks it off the ball to get to another teammate of his. This player. Red FC are now moving the ball swiftly as number 10 has the ball. He looks up, does a lovely De Bruyne pass with a first time shot and what a finish. Red FC back on this ball as this player has the ball. He's trying to get past Thomas but Thomas is sticking with him. He then looks up to find a teammate through on goal. He goes for that shot but Jamil's there to save it. UTR back in possession as Bradley gives the ball to Thomas. Thomas is now one-on-one with the defender. He gets it through his legs. Still Thomas gets a shot but the keeper saved it and what a goal that could have been. Red FC have the ball here as the number 10 comes to collect it. He gives it to a teammate of his. He's lost communication with other team member. Jamil goes for that shot but the keeper saved it. The ball lands to Kane. Kane doesn't realise the number 10's behind him. Bradley's there. Number 10 still has the ball, cuts it back, Tolu's there to save it. Red FC had the ball here but not for long as this guy goes for the back heel but Bradley's read it well. George goes for that shot but it's been blocked off. The ball comes back to Bradley who then finds George. George given another chance to shoot. He does shoot but it's been saved. I can't lie, what a game it's been as Red FC have really kept UTR under pressure and on their toes. There's been good goals scored but there's also been a lot of chances missed. But it's not over until the fat lady sings. Red FC will get us underway as the keeper's taking his time to give it to a teammate. He does give it to the United fella. Thomas applying pressure. He's shielding the ball. Gives it straight to Tolu. Tolu shoots but it hits the post. So this play of his, he tries to cut in but Bradley's there to intervene. He still goes for the shot, but nothing comes of it, as Kane, who's the current goalkeeper for UTR, takes his time and gives the ball to George. George is now 1-on-1. He drives, he goes for that shot, but he's been blocked off. Now George and the Red FC players are both going at it. George trying to protect this ball. Still the ball is with George. George gets a foul and the referee's giving it. Now Tolu in the outside shot does get the ball. He gives the ball to George. George through on goal, shoots, but it's straight at the keeper. Now the Red FC keeper have the ball here as he gives it to a teammate of his. And he tries to find a player, but George is there to intervene again. Now they're both going at it. Who's gonna come out on top? It looks like the Red FC player is gonna come out on top as he pokes the ball past George. Now he's driving forward, tries to find a teammate of his. This player lays it off for this guy. He goes for the shot. It's come off Thomas, and the ball's back to Bradley. George is still going. He shoots with his left foot. It's way off target. Tolu cuts in with his right and he gets it through the keeper's leg. UTR back in possession as Kane rolls the ball out to George. George receives the ball. He looks up to find Thomas. Thomas one-on-one with this player. Does a step over. Shoots, but it's been saved. Red FC have the ball here as the number 10 has the ball. He tries to give it back to his player, but Bradley's there to intercept. George gives the ball to Tolu. Tolu does a disguise pass to Thomas, but Thomas can't get it under control.
You boys are here every week, week in, week out. Why the f do you look so tired when you start? Answer me, please. This is 3 weeks in a row we've started. Why? Tell me. George, you have answers. You have. Tell me.
Like, start is
There's
different.
no excuse in it. It's not excuse, you just got to do better.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's like people want to know what the tempo of the game is and then adjust to it instead of setting it straight away.
That's bro.
Apart from the tempo, and apart from us, like sometimes we're switching off and not picking up minutes. 5 sides, you have to keep running.
Yeah, 2 of their goals have come from us just not following a man.
Bro, but we're making these people look decent.
Yeah.
I'm putting the corners, you won't save nothing.
But if they do a crossover, yeah, sometimes if they do a crossover, try not to cross over as well, just pass him on.
Yeah, just keep going.
Because if you man do that, there's space either side, so just say, man coming, just stand where you are and just take the guy.
You've heard it from the boys. Can UTR do their jobs and make drastic improvements as Red FC has the ball here? He gives it back to his keeper and just about preventing it from being an own goal. The keeper's done well there. Keeper now has the ball, assessing his option, tries to roll out, but Bradley's there first. It's hit the referee as he couldn't see it, and we're screaming new rules, but I think that only works in a game, as usually the ball going back to UTR. Red FC currently have the ball here. This guy's driving forward, trying to find a teammate of his, but Bradley's read it well again. Kane gets it through this player's legs. He's one-on-one with this defender, but he uses it as a decoy, and what a finish. Red FC back in possession with the ball here. This guy's driving forward, but Bradley's been doing some great defending as George does go for that shot, but it's off target. Bradley has the ball in his hand as he plays a quick one to George. George realizes that Betsy goes as he goes for the shot, and he doesn't result in a goal. Red FC now have the ball here. They're just passing amongst each other. Red FC doing very well. This player is through and goal. He shoots, but Thomas is there to save it. The ball comes back to a Red FC player. They have time in the ball. This player does a sloppy pass, but he still manages to get to him. This player is driving forward. He cuts in. Then he cuts out, cuts in again, gets it towards this player. This player does shoot, it's gone off target. This guy shoots and whoa, what's over there? But he's still there, he kicks in the air, the ball's towards Jamil. Jamil's just protecting the ball, waiting for the ball to get on the ground and then give it back to Thomas. Red FC get us underway as this guy finds a teammate. This guy cuts in, goes to the shot. Oh, what a goal that could have been. Keeper rolls out to a teammate here, and this player is known for cutting in as he cuts in and he shoots, and what a finish. Thomas has the ball in goal for UTR as he gives the ball to Bradley. Bradley's now driving forward. He's had a good game so far. He tries to find George, but he loses communication. Number 10 shoots, and it's another goal. I think we realise Thomas isn't the best of goalkeepers as he gives the ball to Tolu, who then finds Bradley. Brad goes for the shot and it's just been saved. See, I put UT on the back foot as this player and Jamil are both going at it. The player shielding the ball from Jamil, gets it through Jamil's leg, finds a teammate who's in loads of space. He goes for the shot, but Bradley's there again to block it. Tolu, who's brave, puts his hand in the way, shoots, but it's straight back at the keeper. Red FC now have the ball here and they're just popping it around. Red FC still in possession of the ball, they're just moving it forward. UTO hardly applying pressure, but this guy plays it to Jamil. Jamil has time, he does shoot, and it's been saved. What a game it's been as Red FC are back in possession, and that's not the first time I said that as Thomas intercepts, gives the ball to Jamil. Jamil does a 1-2 with Thomas, but Thomas shoots and it's off target. Keeper rolls out to a teammate of his. Red FC moving forward as this guy passes it to this player. This player cuts and gets a shot, but George is there to save it. It hits Jamil's shoulder. shoulder and comes to Tolu. Tolu moving forward, gives the ball to Thomas. Thomas with good feet control and it's being blocked. The ball goes through his player's legs. He's giving Thomas another chance. Thomas shoots and he converts. Red FC player shoots and word to Thomas. It's good. George is a funny guy, but it looks like George is going to be called into actions. This guy's one-on-one, he shoots, George goes the other way, but it's hit the post, and the ball's with Bradley. He does give it to Tolu. Tolu's now driving forward for UTR, cuts in with his right, shoots, and it's off target. George has the ball here for UTR, looking for his options, sees Tolu in space, Tolu allowed to turn, sees Thomas, and Thomas with a cultured finish. As the cameraman is focusing on Thomas, Red FC have gotten us underway with this Arsenal player holding on to the ball for a bit. He gives it to a teammate of his. This guy cuts in, tries to find someone, but Tolu's read it well, and the ball falls to Thomas. Thomas trying to beat two players, but he loses possession of the ball, and now the Red FC goalkeeper is giving it away to Tolu. Tolu looks up to find Thomas. Thomas finishes. Red FC have the ball here as George is doing some pressing. Tolu's also pressing as he intercepts the ball. George does that Berbatov skill, tries to dink the keeper. The keeper's gone down low, but George gets a shot off in the end, and it's another goal for UTR. Read it, he's gone for the shot and it's way off target. Red FC now have the ball. This guy driving forward, tries to make Thomas. Thomas reads it. Thomas is now going forward, cuts in, shoots. Keeper's dive early, but he saved it. Red FC now have possession of the ball. Can't see what's really going on because the camera is not really seeing anyone, but Kane has it here. He finds George. George with another shot. Looks like it's about to creep in, but it doesn't happen like last time. Now Red FC are going forward. This is end-to-end stuff. Bradley with a lovely save. Now UTR under attack with George. George tries to beat him, but it doesn't work out. He goes straight to the keeper. The keeper's taking his time with the ball. Gives it to this Red FC player. This player fumbles it. Thomas gives it to Tolu. Tolu finesses. Player has the ball now, he flicks it to his teammate, asking for the 1-2, he just about gets it, he's driving forward, Thomas applying pressure, Thomas steals the ball off him comfortably. Now Thomas is driving forward, he finds George, George cuts in once, cuts in twice, he does shoot and the keeper saved it casually and they passed it back to the keeper. Red FC are now back in possession as this guy is assessing his options, finds someone. This guy tries to play someone in, but Thomas reads it well. Thomas leaves the ball to Tolu. Tolu does a mad flip-flap. George goes down and there's a foul. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know what the score is, but I know it's an entertaining game as Kane has the ball here. He looks like he's battling with a couple of the Red FC players. Looks like he's been crowded out and the player gives it back to his keeper. Boys and men, get us underway as this player looks like he's about to do a messy run, but he leaves it to another player. He then passes it to another. This guy cuts in, fake shots it, cuts in again, shoots. Oh, he's not far off. Bradley does an illegal pass and there's a free kick to Red FC. Red FC tries to play it quick. George has the ball here. He loses it. They still manage to get a shot off, but Bradley's there to save it. UTR now driving forward with Tolu. Tolu, he does cut in. He looks up to find George. George fake shots, then shoots, but the keeper saved it. Thomas has the ball for UTR as he gives the ball to Tolu, and this is the definition of protect the ball like it's your girl. The opposition cannot touch the ball at all as he gives the ball to Thomas. Thomas through on goal, he does shoot, but it's off target from a tight angle. Red FC are now driving forward with this player here. This player finds a teammate of his, he cuts in, he backheels it. Hey, look at Bradley just on the floor. Bradley has the ball here as he rolls the ball out to Tolu. Tolu looks up to find Jamil. Jamil takes the touch and Jamil, would you like a pizza with that slice? Jamil has the ball for UTR as he cuts back. He's now moving backwards, but he can't give the ball to Bradley because that's where he got it from. George with lovely movement, takes a touch. Tolu takes it from him. Tolu, one thing in his mind, shoots, and it's a great finish. Enjoy the celebrations.
That's selfish for me.
Guys, let's not forget that this is a friendly, it's not a competitive game, so we're literally just playing because we love the game of football. So you're going to see loads of skills as Tolu's doing some himself. He gives the ball to Jamil. Jamil gives the ball to George. George, one thing in his mind, but it's definitely not the net. So the keeper rolls out for Red FC. Red FC are now pressuring, but Kane collects the ball, turns away. Jamil free on goal and he scores. Red FC gets underway for the umpteenth time as this guy does a lovely fake shot as George doesn't apply any pressure. He tries to get it through Jamil's legs, but Jamil's read it. This guy plays it back to him and it just goes back to Brad. As we come to the end of the match, I can't lie to you guys, this is one of the funniest parts of the match as Brad is literally telling this guy he hasn't got a right foot. So he uses his right foot, finds a play, but Brad saves it as well. So Brad is proper excited and animated as you can see. Gives the ball to Tolu. Tolu wraps it to George. George given time, he shoots and he's come off the post. The ball comes to a Red FC player. What can he do from here? He just gives it straight to Jamil. Jamil's driving forward. Step over. Makes him. It's Jams. Jams, faded Jams. And that's it. As the referee's about to blow his whistle, we want to play these guys again. So if you're watching, shout us. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
It's a tough game. You know, we came against a good opposition. Younger, fitter, probably stronger as well. But you know, I won't play for 2 months, so.
See, we're on physical, understand, and we do things that they can't comprehend. So far ahead, they can't touch the man when the punchlines come through and conquer him. Live for the fan trying to bust the gang, won't figures roll when I get that monster bread. I can tell they want us to bang, but I don't care, can't all of my ops are dead.